Yo! Alright, so the first training tip Tuesday, and we're going to cover the assault bike. Assault bike. Alright, first off, if you find you are a smaller athlete, the bike is going to be harder for you. And you'll find the athletes who are 6 foot plus, 6'4", and they weigh over 100 kilos, they do move the bike a lot better than the smaller guys. So unless you want to get a time machine, go back and get a new parent, then there's not much we can do about that. So we're going to focus on things we can change. First off, it's a pretty obvious one, seat position. So obviously you don't want to sit too low on the bike or you end up looking like Jigsaw off fucking Saw.
You want to play a little game?
And then on the other end of the scale, you don't want the seat to be too high because you won't be able to touch the pedals. Shit. So you want to find a position where your leg, when it's extended, your foot is on the pedal enough that you got grip, but it's not too far away that your foot starts to slip round. All right, the next one is body position. So I've done some research and I haven't actually seen anyone talk about this. I found when you sit a little bit further forward on the seat, or some assault bikes, you can shift the seat forward a little bit. You shift your weight slightly further forward so you're not over, your chest is still up, but your weight is almost hanging off the seat. Now, you're still obviously on the seat and you're balanced, but you want to find that you can use your weight to your advantage. So instead of just being sat back on the seat, you're actually pressing through the pedals and leaning into the arms. You might find yourself doing this automatically, but you can generate so much more force by using your weight. All right, so staying on the topic of that, when you start seeing people going really hard on the bike, they see their elbows flare out, they're going side to side, their head is down, they're rocking back and forth, and it's just not efficient. If you were bench pressing, you want to try and keep your elbows pretty close pinned into you. You don't want to start seeing them flail out. So it's the same thing on the bike. When you're pushing through the pedals and the arms, you want to be as efficient as possible. So you want to be relatively tall, arms and legs pushing in a straight line, knees and elbows not going out, so they're just pushing forward and back, up and down. Also, you don't want to be sat too upright on the seat. It's harder to generate force this way, and it looks like you're out on a bike ride with your nan. In the video, I'm over-exaggerating a little bit, but the last time someone rode a bike like that was fucking 1870. 3, nose breathing. Alright, so it was a fucking minefield trying to find information on this. There was loads about the health benefits of breathing through your nose, but I was trying to find stuff specifically for training. The main thing I could find that breathing through the mouth elevates your heart rate and increases your blood pressure. So I'm not a fucking doctor, but the guy who wrote the article was. And then I found a video that was pretty useful to me. So it said if you take 6 big breaths in and out fast through your mouth, so like that, 10 to 15 seconds after it, you're gonna feel quite lightheaded. So if you feel lightheaded from breathing like that, sat in your house doing nothing, imagine how you're gonna feel doing that in a workout. So at some point, you're gonna have to breathe through your mouth to be able to get that much oxygen into your body. However, try nose breathing for as long as possible, especially on aerobic work. So anything that's over 4 minutes. However, on anaerobic work, so sprints on the bike, it is very hard to breathe through your nose when you're going as hard as you can go. But the aerobic stuff, just give it a try, it does work. All right, 4, last one. Keep your head up. So it sounds really fucking obvious when you say it, but you'd be surprised how many people put their head down when they start suffering on the bike. Their head goes down, their body slumps, and their posture looks like a piece of shit. So I want you to think of your airway as a hose pipe. If the water's flowing through the hose and you start bending it until the point where the water stops, obviously you're not going to get to that point with your neck by pulling it down. However, you can see the point I'm trying to make. The more your chin goes down towards your chest, the more restricted your airwaves are going to be. So again, try breathing through your nose or your mouth with your head up, and then try again with your chin on your chest. So recap, if you can't get taller and you don't want to get heavier, just try those things out. I'm not a fucking doctor, I'm just trying to help. I'm pretty good on a bike though. Fucking back yourself, innit? So, I hope this helps. If there's anything else you want to see next week, so I'm going to try and do these every Tuesday, just let me know in the comments or fucking Instagram or whatever, and I'll try my best to help you out. Give it a go. Yo! Alright, so the first training tip Tuesday, and we're going to cover the assault bike. Assault bike. Alright, first off, if you find you are a smaller athlete, the bike is going to be harder for you. And you'll find the athletes who are 6 foot plus, 6'4", and they weigh over 100 kilos, they do move the bike a lot better than the smaller guys. So unless you want to get a time machine, go back and get a new parent, then there's not much we can do about that. So we're going to focus